Hi everyone, this is I.G.P, I Go Places, signing in for another anime con review. I'm just putting my audio over some footage of the con floor. I first released actually a little bit of a CMV for the con, so if you were in the CMV, thanks so much for letting me record you. I know, I was very giddy. I was a very, very giddy Joseph Joestar. Please forgive me if I was a little weird. Some background information. Anime NYC was a con held in New York City, at the Javits Center, where the also very popular New York Comic Con is held every year in October. It was held in November, and it was cold. It was. Getting there, commuting there was not fun, but overall, the convention was really, really great. I was a little surprised. This isn't my first time in the Javits Center. I was in the Javits Center for the first time for the New York Car Show, but I've never been to New York Comic Con, so it was a bit of a surprise when I actually got there. I'm just gonna give you the whole rundown of my time. I was only there for Saturday. That's it, just Saturday. I had classes on that Friday, and I couldn't go out on that Sunday. So I was lucky enough to nab myself a Saturday ticket, believe it or not, once they were up for sale, because I was so excited about this con. Like, oh my gosh, Anime NYC, Javits Center, I'm going. I also did cosplay. I was Joseph Joestar from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 2, Young Joseph. It was great. So, on my way to the con, I'm not dressed up or anything at this point in time. I am taking my time getting there. I was going to make it there by, 1 o'clock or 1 a.m. or something. I actually want to be there by 10, but the trains, because I commute, the trains, the traffic, not fun. The E train was the F train, the F train was the E train. Nothing made sense, but it's to be expected. It's New York, welcome. So going to this con, I had several panels that I was set to go to. I wanted to go to several panels. I wasn't going to panel myself because I really wanted to see how this con would really turn out. Is this con gonna be a bomb, you know? Is this con gonna be something big? And as I was hoping it was something big. So I had to take the E train, get into the city, and I had to wait for the 7 train shuttle, which was a bus. Took a little while to find it. We found it. I said we because there were a bunch of other people waiting for the shuttle going to the same big event. So getting into the con, I did pre-registration. So my badge came in the mail. Really cool Saturday badge. Had Subaru and some ReZero stuff on it. It was great. The biggest con that I had been to up until this point was Liberty City Anime Con 2017. That is also held in New York in the Marriott Marquis, also being held at the same place for next year. Cannot wait because I'm going. So this con, going to this con and knowing that they had over 20,000 attendees, I was a little intimidated. I was also a little intimidated because I set up a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure meetup. Now, I set this up a little late. I wanted there to be a meetup. I've never been to a meetup, ever. And, it happened. It was really cool. I mean, I had a great time. But yeah, I was very confused about how to run a meetup. I was so, the anxiety was kicking in. You would not believe it. But it happened. It was really fun. I had a great time meeting up with everyone. I met up with some people that I also met, some other cosplayers that I also met at Liberty City Anime Con that, this same year. It was really, really great seeing them all again. And I honestly had so much fun with the rest of them that I forgot all about the panels that I was going to go to. Completely just threw all of that out the window. So, aside from me completely forgetting my entire schedule that I put up for myself, I did go to this con by myself. I mean, yeah. Once again, I would suggest go to a convention with a buddy. or try and drag out one of your normie friends to go to a convention with you. It just makes the whole experience so much more fun. Moving on really from there, the other thing I'd like to talk about with this con were the ticket prices, the badge prices. Actually pretty decent. I mean, at first I did think that paying, what was it at that time, like $40 I think it was, for a badge for one day, I was like, oh, that's so much money, you know? But when you actually go there and you experience everything they have, from the extensive dealer's room, which that should show up in the footage somewhere, to just the amount of space that they have there, the amount of eating stuff available. There were so many food trucks in there. So what did I like about Anime NYC? Anime NYC was really different for me. Yeah, I don't go to a lot of conventions because money, I guess, or just other reasons. I just have a lot of reasons. Too many to list. I would be making like a 3-hour video on that. So, Anime NYC, I was very concerned because it was gonna be cold. And I did not have a hotel room or anything like that in the area to leave my stuff. So I was like, oh, what am I gonna do? Well, they had a solution. They had coat check. You did have to pay a small fee. I think it was, give or take $3-4. And you get a little ticket. You keep that in your wallet or in your phone case, and you're good to go. So that was great. I did see somewhere on one of their maps that they had a costume changing center or something, cosplay changing center. I didn't know where that was, so I ended up changing into my own cosplay in the bathroom, in which the bathroom that I found was really small because I did not know where all the bathrooms were. I'm pretty sure there were bigger bathrooms somewhere else. Maybe if I looked a bit more and wasn't like completely wowed by everything, I would have found it. But let's leave that alone for now. Another thing that I really did enjoy about Anime NYC, aside from its location, of course, because the Javits Center, really great place, very roomy. It wasn't crowded. That's actually a thing. It was not very crowded. I was expecting Anime NYC to be bloated because I've never been to New York Comic Con. But I did go to that car show and it was crowded as heck. Not saying that Anime NYC was empty or anything. This is the Saturday of a con, you know? This is where all the meat and juiciness is. Anime NYC, there were a lot of people. But the way that things were structured, I guess, kept that overcrowding from really happening. So, you know, you had space to walk and people weren't rubbing on your shoulder like how I usually hear with stuff like that happening at, you know, New York Comic Con. But I actually see Anime NYC, aside from its location at the Javits Center and its date of time, I see this as a con that people might even like start going to instead of New York Comic Con. You could really see the work, the effort, the everything that they put into this, and they really did make this for the fans. I mean, for heck's sake, they declared that weekend Anime NYC weekend. Okay, moving on to the arcade and dealer's room. I'm saying the arcade and dealer's room because the arcade was in the dealer's room. I wanted to play this one initial D game and there was a super long line, so I didn't get to play it. Really sad. I was very disappointed about that, but you know, I was happy that it was even there. But I was actually thinking that the arcade would be in a separate room from the dealer's hall. I mean, I just think that it would have helped with the little bit of area crowding over there, because it was a little bit packed in that one space where the arcade clashed with the dealer's hall. So that would be a nice change that they can make, you know, just some little nitpicking. But the dealer's hall in general, oh my gosh, I've never been in a dealer's hall that huge before. Never. It was amazing. I was in heaven. Seriously, I went in and out of the dealer's hall at least 5 times. just to explore. Like, it was amazing. There's really no other words you can put on the Anime NYC Dealers Hall. That place was, oh my gosh. I mean, I know I have a lot of footage just from the Dealers Hall because it was that extensive. It was huge. Going through the entire Dealers Hall is probably going to take you a good 10 minutes. I mean, if you're just walking and not looking at anything, of course. And also, tip for anyone doing Dealers Hall shopping for the first time, make sure to ask multiple tables. Okay, you're gonna find the same items at a lot of tables. That's what I was doing. I ended up not buying anything, but that's what I was doing. I went to several tables to check out all their prices, and some tables had body pillows for a higher price than others. Some tables had wall scrolls for a lower price than others, you know? So don't buy the first thing you see, please. Just a tip to all you guys out there. I can't say anything about the panels, but I can say that they had so many movie premieres. I know at Anime NYC, there was the only movie premiere that you had to pay extra for, that I can remember up top of my head, was the Full Metal Alchemist live action movie premiere. I didn't go to it. Also, I'm also really excited because unlike last time at Liberty City Anime Con, this time I ran into Sloan the Female Otaku. Oh my gosh, that was pretty cool. All the cosplayers, like once again, to all the cosplayers who were in my CMV, thank you so much for letting me record you. And to everyone who was at Anime NYC, you're supporting something great. You know, I hope that people continue to support this con, and I hope that this con grows even bigger than it already is. And lastly, just a thanks and a shout out to, you know, everyone who made Anime NYC a thing. Thank you. You guys are the most awesome people on the face of the planet right now. You know, once again, I hope Anime NYC continues to grow from here. And honestly, it's in New York. It only can grow. So this is I.G.P. I Go Places, signing out.